Okay, so hey guys, it's my birthday and I can't find my light, so I don't know. I need some lighting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so my little ring light, I mean my little light, my portable light that I use, I have no idea where it is. It's been missing for a while now, and yeah, the show must go on, I suppose. So yeah, so it's a little bit, the lighting isn't the best right now, but I do kind of want to show my balloons that I paid freaking $17 for, that should be worth $5. I don't know. Anyway, so first we're gonna start off by opening my little PR packages, which it's really funny because I already opened some of these, and I don't even know what to say. Like, oh my god! Starting off the day very ghetto today because I don't have my light. My tripod thing keeps falling. I'm just gonna let it do its thing and let it fall for the moment because it's not like charged, so it's just kind of. I already opened up some of this. This was something from Amazon that I got for free, but I had to do a brand deal on this. This is NAD, but I feel that this is something I'm actually going to use. Sometimes I get stuff, I have to do things for like UGC content, and I just don't even use the product. But I've heard really good things about NAD, and I felt like I was going to buy it anyway. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's really good for like anti-aging, blah, 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 blah. Then I have in this box, I opened the box, but I didn't really get a good look at what was in it. And who is this from, actually? So this is a Lancome something. I think this is from Influencer. And Lancome, let's see what it is. I think, oh. So it's like a 3 serum super tint fresh glow tinted serum. Okay, and you just, so I'm not gonna use it now because I already kind of did my makeup for today, but we're gonna try it, and you know, it seems pretty interesting. Okay, and then lastly I got this box, and I don't have any scissors. Adam, can you find me some scissors? Or never mind, I'll just try to open it with this fork. So, just kind of having that appeal of like getting presents for my birthday type of situation. Like, that's all that we're trying to do here. Okay, so this is Length Retention Leave-In Conditioner. Okay. So I don't really know if I actually have to do a review on this. This is actually something, I mean, all of these products, they're like UGC stuff, so I have to like do reviews on it. It's not just purely free for no reason like PR, but I had to pay for these things. And I mean, typically I think it's really cool to get stuff for free. I got more things throughout the month, but I ended up opening now, and then I think as the months go by, so for example next month, I really want to save my packages and open them at the end of the month so that I can show you guys the free stuff that I get with UGC, and maybe even just like feel inspired to do it more myself, you know, so I can get free stuff like free beauty products and stuff. So all that stuff will go. So yeah, now we're going to start celebrating my birthday. We're gonna go out. Yeah. I have my Sims 4 game up and ready to go, so when I come home I can just like play this. So yeah. So I am driving because, okay, so me and Adam are spending the day together for my birthday, but to be honest with you, me and Adam, we do everything together anyway, so you know, I'm happy to have my son with me celebrating my birthday with me because it just feels good to have my family with me. And I know that Remy's at school and my mom's working and this and that, but it feels good to have Adam with me. I have spent my birthday alone a lot, and I have no issues with spending my birthday alone. I'm technically alone, I mean, but you know, I do have my son to celebrate with me. I have my little birthday outfit on. Adam has his brand new outfit from Tommy Hilfiger on, and we are here to seize the day. Probably gonna turn on the air a little bit. So my grandma filled up my tank, so I really do appreciate that. And my best friend sent me a happy birthday text, and my baby daddy sent me a happy birthday text. So I'm just really trying my best to have a good day, to be in a good mood today. More than anything, if nothing else, I want the vibes to be good today. I want it to be a vibe today. I want it to be, you know, I want to have a good day. I don't have any plans other than, I mean, I do have plans. My biggest plans of what I'm going to do today, I'll speak about it, but I don't really have any real plans to do today. I'm just going to frolic around town and do whatever I feel like doing, basically. I've been spending all week celebrating my birthday anyway. You guys know I've been shopping a lot. I've been going out to eat a lot with Adam. You know, me and Adam has been going out a lot. We've been celebrating my birthday, honestly, all week. I have not been working all week, and it's been a birthday week. And today's Thursday, so, you know, like, this is kind of just the end of you know, the grand finale, if you will. So I wanted to kind of save my actual birthday to redeem my birthday stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. I got apparently 9 different free things. Okay, why is this person getting right in front of me? Just why? Just why? Anyway, I got 9 free birthday things. We've got, well, I'm headed to Denny's for a free breakfast. And mind you, I thought I was getting a free Starbucks drink, but it just never popped up in my app. So here's the thing. This is how this works. You sign up for these programs, you sign up for the rewards, and then on your birthday, because you put your birthday in, on your birthday, they will send you a free something, right? Or like a free thing to redeem. So that's what I'm going to be doing all day, right? But some of them have not, like, there's like tons of them. Some of them hasn't worked for me. Some of them hasn't sent me anything. It's supposed to be in your rewards tab, or they're supposed to send you an email or something. And a lot of them just nothing, you know. But I am grateful for the ones that I do have, because that, even the things that I do have, is a lot. So once again, we're gonna go to Denny's to get a free breakfast, and I get a free salad from Salata. I get a free 6-piece bone-in wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. I get a free cookie from Subway. I get a free bundt cake. I got a free Victoria's Secret gift card for $10, even though that's not a birthday thing. That was just, it's not even a gift card. It was just like a reward type of thing that they have given a lot of people. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get something for $10. I'm gonna get a free Sephora gift, a free Ulta gift, and then what was that that last one? What was it? Now I don't even remember. Hold on, let me look on my phone. Okay, so never mind. It's 8 things so far. Also, I signed up for a free movie, and they sent me an email saying I'm on a waiting list. So honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna get that. If I would have known what I know now, I would have signed up for that days ago. But I'm supposed to be able to go see a free movie at the movie theater. But it's okay, because I might still go to the movies anyway and just pay for it, like, I don't know, and actually see something that I actually want to watch. Because when it's them free movies, sometimes it just be like, just whatever. And I'm okay with that, because I'm here for the vibes, and I love just getting free stuff. But, you know, maybe me and Adam will watch the Minecraft movie, or maybe I'll just find something that I want to see. Maybe I won't even go to the movies. I don't know. But that is kind of the flow of how today is going to go. Also, you know, I got my birthday braids. I did them myself. They're not perfect. They're not great, but they work for, you know, what it is, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know. I love not having to do my hair, even though all I really be doing is just brush it a little bit and then go about my day. But I love that I don't have to worry about my hair. I don't have to worry about brushing it. I don't have to worry about it getting in my face. I don't have to worry about it looking bad, or it's just here. It just exists. My hair is most likely going to be like this in braids like all summer, especially since I can do it myself, like, and I don't have to pay someone to do my braids. Like, I'm literally just going to keep braids in for like maybe 2 weeks at a time, take them down, wash my hair, put them back into braids. That's what I do anyway. I put my hair in braids under my wigs like this. So I'm just wearing it free for the summer, because for the summer it's gonna be really hot, and I don't want my hair to be something that gets on my nerves. So as I am on my way to Denny's, I do want to mention that how do I feel for my birthday? You know, I am 29. I'm officially 29, and which means it's the last year of my 20s, you know, and that when it really actually hits you, it's actually like, dang, because I always joked about, ever since I turned 26 even, I felt like I was 30. Like, I've been feeling like I've been in my 30s for the past 5 years. So to actually be 29 and about to be 30 next year is kind of hitting me like, this is actually the last year of my 20s. Like, actually, this is kind of a big deal, you know. And I know a lot of people probably treat their 29th birthday like it's nothing, but to me, this is why I set up myself for a good day today, because I do want to celebrate my 29th birthday, because it's the last of my 20s. And it really hit me when I was in the store, because I bought birthday candles that was a 2 and a 9, and I started crying in the store. And I'm not sad to be 30. I'm not sad to enter my 30s. I'm actually so happy. I'm so ready, so happy to be into my 30s. Don't get me wrong. My 20s sucked. I'm not gonna lie with you. Like, my 20s was not great. I had some good moments, but overall, my 20s were not good. I was very depressed on and off. I was stressed. I was working horrible jobs here and there. I just was struggling a lot throughout my 20s. I was in a bad place throughout a lot of my 20s. Like, my body, like, sure, when I was like 21, I had a nice body, maybe even 24. But then, you know, you could even say, well, my body was at its best in my 20s, but not really. Like, yeah, up until age about 24, and this is even after I had 2 kids, I still looked good, but I gained a significant amount of weight. I plan, and I'm working towards being in the best shape of my life when I turn 30. I have been even just working out all week, and my body is sore. But I like the feeling of my body being sore, because that means that I am actively working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when your legs, your butt, your stomach, your arms, even my arms are sore. I have been working out all places of my body all week, and I love that. Even though, like, for my birthday, I don't want to be just in pain, because that's kind of how I've been all week. I've been so stiff, barely moving around, just kind of like in pain. But it's okay, because I'd rather feel like this than feel like bloated and big, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather feel like this than feel like whatever. But yeah, I hope that my 30s are so much better than my 20s. I know I'm not 30 yet. I'm still in my 20s. And the latter part of my 20s, I have been just mentally growing the most, and I have been developing skills and developing a mindset that I feel is going to stick with me for the rest of my life. And I don't know. I mean, we could talk more later. I mean, I've been wanting to really sit here and say my little speech of how I feel about turning 29. 29 is a chapter that is about to close. I guess 30 is the chapter fully closed, right? But 29 is kind of like, you know, this is coming to an end, you know. Once again, I don't feel bad about getting older and being, you know, it happens to everybody. Like, everybody's going to get older. So, like, there's no need to fear aging. There's no need to feel, like, sad or depressed about it. I am happy. If anything, I'm grateful to still be alive and to be able to see my children and to be able to be free and not in prison or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm free, so I can get in my car. I have money, even though I don't really plan on spending any money today, but I might spend a little something. But I've been shopping. I have the freedom to get out and do whatever I want to do for my birthday. Like, that is great. Like, and I think that a lot of people don't even realize that you can do whatever you want to do. You have free will, you know? Like I said, I'm not locked up in a jail cell or something like that. I can see I'm not stuck in a hospital. I'm not in the grave. Like, it's a blessing to be alive, to be healthy. I'm not having to take prescription medicine every day to keep me alive. I'm not in chronic pain. Yes, I'm in a little bit of pain, but that's brought onto myself because I was working out and my muscles are sore. But that's a good kind of pain. I'm not in like actual chronic pain. I'm not like between life and death. Like, I am alive, I'm healthy, I'm good. And you know what? It's super cloudy today. It's so cloudy, it's a full-blown overcast. Like, you can't see any sky. It's just a blanket of clouds over the sky. But you know what? I'm happy. I think the weather forecast says it's gonna clear up and it's gonna be sunny and it's gonna even be like high 80s today. That's why me and Adam are wearing short sleeves and stuff. But, you know, either way, you ain't gonna stop my joy today, you know. And even just the fact of like being like by myself for my birthday, like, I'm not a big party person. I don't throw parties for my birthday or this and that. If I could go on a trip, I would, but to be honest with you, for the past month in general, like, we just came back from Florida, so I do feel excitement from a trip that was just had, you know what I'm saying? And I've been shopping all week, so I kind of have that out my system, you know what I'm saying? So I have been truly kind of just, it is a good birthday when I really think about it. Just being able to celebrate basically all month or like all week or just even today, like, I'm grateful for the life that I have. It could be so much better. Lord knows that I pray for a better life and for, you know, better things to come my way, specifically a place of my own. More than anything that I want is a place of my own before I turn 30. But as you guys may or may not know, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I am on the wait list for public housing now, or like Section 8 and things like that. I'm kind of like on the wait list now. So what that means is, like, there's wait lists for each individual apartment. I've applied to like many different apartments, and so now I'm on a wait list for, it's not just Section 8, because Section 8 alone, like, you could be on a wait list for God only knows how long. But I think that being on this list for like HUD housing, basically, I think that maybe I won't be on the wait list too long, because there's many apartments I applied for. So all I need is one apartment to have a free space for me to be able to be like, okay, well, I'm going to move in here. So I could possibly be able to secure housing sometime at some point. All I'm waiting on is for an email, and we will take those steps. Well, I'm not going to really think about that too much right now. It's fine. I even thought about doing a hotel for my birthday, but then I was like, one thing is, after all this spending I've been doing, like going shopping, I was just like, it would be overkill to do that. Second of all, I just was like, no, I don't need to do a hotel for my birthday. We did a hotel for Remy's birthday. I mean, yeah, for Remy's birthday, we did a hotel. So, I don't know, I kept thinking about it, and then I was like, no. So, obviously, we're not doing that. It's fine. Me and Adam are just gonna seize the day and just do things all day, and yeah. So, I don't know. I think I'm definitely getting a feeling that this birthday is already, even just already, my birthday is better. This year is better than last year, because last year I actually did vlog my birthday last year, and I did go shopping for my birthday a little bit. I had like $100, and I remember we went to a church event. It was a Saturday, actually. I don't even think that was my actual birthday, but it was a Saturday, and there was like a church thing that we went to earlier, like a church cookout. And then like after that, I took my mom's car, because I didn't have my own car. I took my mom's car, she let me use the car, and I just spent the rest of my day by myself. And I just kind of went out and did some shopping and stuff. But you know, this takes the cake. This is so much better than last year. I just love it a lot more. So I don't know, but anyway, yeah, let's you know. Bye. It's kind of taking a long time to get our food. I used to work at Denny's a few years ago, so I understand, not this location, but I kind of can understand the ways of things. I'm like, I see some lines on my face. You turn 29 and all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping.
You're gorgeous and mom.
Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. I feel like I kind of slayed these braids low key. Low key. Don't look too hard. Okay, so we just got out of Denny's and I am full. The only complaint is the fact that it took so long for us to get our food. It took like 30 to 40, I think it took 40 minutes, almost an hour for us to get our food. So that's my only complaint. Other than that, and then like honestly, if we're being completely honest with you, the food wasn't even cooked that good. Like the bacon was like too hard. The pancakes were a little too hard themselves, and then the eggs were too runny. Like I asked for over medium eggs, they were clearly over easy. They were like barely cooked, it seemed. It was okay though, it was okay. I'm not gonna complain too much. So first freebie down in the books, even though the entire meal wasn't free, like the actual, like If I would have got the meal and just like a water, then it would have been free. But I got Adam something and I had a coffee and he had a juice. So that really brought it up to like 14 or something. But it brought the total, and then I had to pay a tip. So this was not really a free meal. My meal was free, so it was less than what I would have paid, but it's okay. Hopefully the rest of the things that we do are gonna actually legitimately be free. So honestly, at this point, I am really excited to just go to Ulta and Sephora to collect those free gifts. So, and I hope that Sephora Kohl's does that, because that's the only Sephora that we have, is the one that's in Kohl's. They used to have it in, I think it was JCPenney, I think. But, you know, now if you know, you know. Or was it in Macy's? I can't even remember. I think it was JCPenney though. So they used to have it in JCPenney, but now it's in Kohl's. There's a standalone Sephora at North Park Mall. And you know what's crazy? There was this girl that was telling me she went to 2 different Sephoras and 2 different Ultas to get her free birthday gifts. I feel like that might be a little overkill. Like, I feel like that's not right and you shouldn't do that, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because I just don't feel like I'm bold enough to do that. Also, I don't even know if I'm really trying to drive way out to a different town to get a freebie birthday thing. But listen, if you know, you know. Sephora and Ulta, their stuff be expensive, so I might can see why, but I don't know. I'm good. I'm just gonna collect what I can, and yeah. So we're right here at Ulta. It's so funny because all the things are just right close to each other, so we're gonna be over here. So yeah, then after this we might go ahead and go to Sephora, but also Bundt Cakes is over here, and I might go ahead and get the cake, get some candles and a lighter, and do my little birthday ceremony. But yeah, it's a little bit overstimulating in here, but I'm in the bag. I wanted to kind of look around, but I kind of feel like I'm just gonna get my stuff and go, because so pretty. Too Faced section. Love the Clinique section. So pretty over here. That's giving clean girl. Okay, so I got my Ulta free birthday gift, and honestly, I'm actually happy with what I got, because I originally wanted the Olaplex thing. They had like an Olaplex conditioner or something, but I'm honestly glad that I chose this because I already got some Olaplex stuff, even though I do need a new conditioner. But when that time comes, I'll just get a new one. But I got this Super Goop sunscreen. First of all, you know, it's about to be summertime, so I felt like sunscreen would be very fitting. Also, second of all, you know, I don't have anything from Super Goop, so I like to get things from brands that I never tried before. So that's another reason why I felt like this was a good idea. Third of all, what's third of all? Let's see. Oh, it's like a translucent thing. Okay, and this is SPF 50. Some people, oh, I was gonna say some places have like Laneige, but maybe that's Sephora. I don't know. So we're gonna go to Sephora. Yeah, we're gonna put that on as the sun is coming out. The sun is coming out. So let me protect my skin. I love the way this feels. You know, it doesn't feel like anything that it's definitely not creamy like a lotion or anything. So that's interesting. This almost might be something that I will probably keep maybe in the car. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, but the sun came out. You know, the clouds are clearing up. Yeah, so we got Super Goop sunscreen, SPF 50. So I love sunscreen. The other choices were like makeup stuff, like eyeliner, mascara, and a setting powder and stuff. And I'm like, getting stuff like that would be of no use to me because I don't be wearing makeup for real like that. Like, you guys know, I don't wear eyeliner, I don't wear mascara, and I don't wear setting powder. So none of those things would have been of use for me. I like skincare or hair care stuff the most. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and if I'm gonna get makeup, give me like a lip gloss or a blush or something. But kind of a disaster because Sephora didn't have any free stuff. They were like, they could give you 200 points on my account, but they don't have any free gifts. And then Victoria's Secret, the $10 coupon, then Adam is throwing a full-blown tantrum. Go ahead and just get left in. Victoria's Secret thing was $10 off of $50. So nobody told me I had to spend a minimum of $50. Then I'm not gonna use it. What the heck? The coupon literally didn't say that. So we're just gonna leave, honestly. Throwing a tantrum because his tablet died, and then like he'll throw it on the floor and step on it, and I don't want him to break his stuff. Listen, I played these games before. You may think that I'm being mean, but he's following me. I played these games before with him. I know what it is, but this is a little bit of a disaster, but that's okay. It looks like the only thing that really worked out so far is the Ulta and Denny's. I guess we're gonna do the Buffalo Wild Wings now because I don't know. Or maybe we'll do the bundt cake, get my cake, get some wings. I don't know. Am I gonna go to the Sephora that's in a different location? I don't even know if I'm gonna do that either. Because I could try to do that, or I could just order it online. Is it gonna ship for free? I don't know. Yeah, Adam is just playing with the cards. And then once we leave, we're gonna go to, I think we're gonna go to Bundt first. But I also think I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree first, get some candles and a lighter. So I can do that whole thing, and then then go to Bundt, get a cake, and then go to Buffalo Wild Wings, get the wings. Or I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings first. I don't know. And then I don't know. Even when it comes to the movies, I'm like, I don't even know. The vibes are starting to not be so great because between the Sephora thing and the Victoria's Secret thing not working out is just kind of like putting a sour taste in my mouth. Like, I could still get something at Victoria's Secret, but they want me to pay $50 to get $10 off, so I still have to pay $40 for something, and I don't want to do that. And then, I don't know, the Sephora thing, I'm like, am I gonna go to another location to pick up a free gift? Maybe, but, because I don't have nothing but time, honestly, but I don't know. Thinking about getting a massage in this chair while I'm here. I'm like, I might as well get the massage. I wanted to get a massage from a human, but I decided not to do it. So now I'm kind of thinking, while I'm sitting here, why don't we just say screw it? We're gonna pay for something. If this works, I might have to chip. Hello? Is there an issue? Is this one not working? Come on. It's about to not even do this because this raggedy thing was like not trying to take my car, but I think I deserve a little massage because I've been working out all week and my muscles are sore. So I think it's what I deserve. It's doing something. Ooh. It's doing something. Friend. Her mom works at the threading place. And he was playing with her the last time. She's a cute little Indian girl. We're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings now because it is time to eat again. Hopefully that works out, right? The show must go on. Of course. The show must go on. I didn't leave I didn't leave the mall empty-handed. I did buy this out of pocket, but JCPenney sale is still going on. So I thought all the good stuff was picked over, and it pretty much is, but listen. I thought all the good stuff was picked over, and it pretty much is, but I was able to score. I was able to score for $5. This will be something Remy will be wearing in the winter time, but he can wear this to school next year. So we scored pretty good on that, and then like, okay, is there any more candles back there? Can you see this one? I'm sorry. You don't see any more?
Yeah, I don't see any more.
You know what? I might can use this for my candle. Very funny and weird, I know, but I could use this as my birthday candle. I'm trying to save anything I can save.
It's water.
And then, well, the water's kind of hot, but you can have some. And then I got this Puma shirt. They have a lot of Puma stuff for little boys where at my location, so I'm not a big fan of Puma, but I just figured this one is, I'll just take one. Then they have this Champion sweatshirt, and I'm kind of thinking between the Champion sweatshirt and the Puma shirt, I probably should have went with that one instead, but honestly, who cares? We'll run a Buffalo Wild Wings so we can have a little something to eat, and then we'll go to Bundt Cakes. Yeah, you can have it. And maybe just get a lighter, even though it's very weird for me to get a lighter when I have one at home, but I don't know, should I wait until I get home to just do the birthday thing and blow out my candle? Or should I just get a lighter at Dollar Tree? Other than that, I think that's all for my birthday freebies. Other than I do get a Subway cookie, but you know, we can stop by Subway on my way home. You know, other than that, I don't really know. Are we gonna go to the movies today? I don't know.
We're going to the movies.
You want to go to the movies?
I got my rocket back though.
You want to watch the Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
Honestly, my birthday being spent with my son is the best birthday I could ask for anyway. He's old enough to comprehend things, and he's young enough to be a good time. I could just drag him around wherever I want to go, and he's okay with it for the most part. So, despite the minor setbacks I've experienced, I think that today has still been a good day for sure. everything? Oh wow. That's good. Screw that back in. But I don't really have anything major to say on my birthday, you know, for today, other than
It has to be.
there's a lot of stuff that didn't end up coming through, and that's okay, like redeeming stuff. But
We're gonna have snacks, ice cream, popcorn, and sweet. And we're gonna have out the Lucy
yeah, we might go see the Minecraft movie. I mean, I don't want to see that for my birthday, but I mean, we never go to the movies like that, so. I definitely feel like this was a really good value. I ate 3, Adam ate 3. Then we're gonna go to Salada. They give you ranch. She gave me a water. I kind of feel bad. Like I probably should have did takeout, but okay. So Buffalo Wild Wings was a success, kind of. I should have ordered takeout. I'm kind of trying to learn for next time. I should have ordered takeout the wings, but like I kind of didn't want to because it's so hot out here, and then the thought of eating some hot wings in a hot car was kind of like off-putting to me. But I think that next time, if I really want to do the free thing, I've got to do this better because I sat in and I didn't want to be indecent and not give her a tip, so I gave her a tip. So I'm like, that wasn't free, but for 6 wings and a ranch and something to drink, and Adam has a Sprite for free, you know what I'm saying? So I still think that the value was still good, even after me paying a little bit for the tip, you know, like I really don't even mind because the girl was so sweet. As far as the movies, I didn't realize that getting a movie ticket for me and Adam is basically $40. Well, if I pay through the app, but I still feel like it's not going to be that much cheaper if I go and pay there. They want you to be a part of a Stubs, the AMC Stubs program, and we probably ain't gonna do the movies, you know, because I never got my email for my free movie, so you know. I'm sure they'll email me like tomorrow or in the next couple of days. Like I should have did this a couple of days ago, but it's okay. I'm learning for next year. I hope that next year I can do this again, and I hope that I'll do it better next year, you know, because last year I tried to do this and I couldn't get any of them to work. So the fact that I'm getting something is progress, I feel. Now we're going to Salada, and we're going to get a free salad, and then we're going to go to Bun Cakes. So yeah. Salada was a success, as I knew it would be, and you get such a good value for free. Meanwhile, other people give you a free cookie. Salada gives you a whole salad. Now, this is a salad with no meat in it, and that's, well, it has bacon in it, so I guess that counts. The bacon is really fresh. It's not like that dried out bacon. Bro, this is such a good one. So you want some? Hold on, let me get the first bite. Bacon and corn. Target to use the restroom, but I do have a gift card for Target, and I might maybe just get one little thing. I may not use the entire gift card, but I may just get one little thing. Since Victoria's Secret didn't come through, and Sephora didn't, I still could try to go to that other Sephora location, but this water is basically hot water now. It's like drinking hot water. I guess something is better than nothing. So, yeah. Should I get the candles first before I go to get the cake? The candles and the lighter from Dollar Tree. Then we'll go get the cake and eat that. Sounds like a plan. You still have to use the restroom? You have to go really bad or just a little bit? Can you wait for us to get the candles and the cake first? Okay, then we'll go. That sounds like a good plan. If nothing else, even if you could sit here and say, yeah. Who are you trying to shoot? Why are you shooting people? Okay, so I got my free fun cake to end the day. I think we're gonna go ahead and go home after this because their dad wants to pick them up, and honestly, I'm gonna let them do it. But
Here's the first thing.
red velvet, get into it. Yeah, you want to put on your birthday? Well, you know what?
It's not my birthday. It's your birthday.
I know, but we both can wear it. You wear a hat? You know how to put it on?
Yeah.
Well, that one broke. You have to stretch it under your chin like this and then put it, so go like this. There you go. And then for me,
Look at me, Mommy.
I see.
I'm cute.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do, oh yeah, I got some Crocs from Dollar Tree. Get into it. Candles. And we got the lighter, so I'm kind of mad that I did not bring my lighter. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I knew I was gonna do this. Anyway. This is so sweet. Gosh. Okay, you ready to sing the birthday song again? Hold on. Let me turn my hair down. Okay. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to me.
Mommy, make it whisper.
I made a wish.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is so sweet. A piece of this cake. we're gonna be on our way home now, baby. Okay? So Daddy can come get y'all. Alright? Ready to go? I'm not gonna do the Target thing because I don't need it. I've been getting so much stuff lately. I really, which is really embarrassing, but okay, whatever. I always try to avoid it. I always have to unplug my CarPlay when I want to talk in the car. Sit back, Adams. Get back. All the way. This was so much fun. This was. And even if I don't want to do this on my birthday this year, I at least could just do this on the day before or the day after or something like that. Because you don't have to do it on your birthday. A lot of these you have till the end of the month to do them. So even with Sephora, I could either order my product online or I could just go another day. I don't have to go today. So, and then we weren't going to go to the movies either. So we really fulfilled all the things I was going to do today as far as getting the free stuff. And we ate. We're full. I still have a whole salad over here and a whole cake. And I feel so happy. Like the biggest thing to say is I am happy today. It's a good day. It's hot as heck. It's super hot. But it's cool in the car. I have my AC blasting. You know. But yeah, you know, I do really feel happy. I really do. I spent the day with Adam. So I'm full of food and I'm full of joy. You know, I feel like just these places, getting me stuff for free, it feels like it's been like a gift from these places. Since I don't get gifts from friends or family, this felt, you know, these places, these establishments felt like they care and they, you know what I'm saying? And getting things from these places really means something to me. So I'm glad that these places offer these free deals and stuff like that, because there are people like that who don't have friends and family like that who get them gifts for their birthday or things like that. But these establishments doing this for you feels very sentimental. It really, really does. Like, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And being able to, like I said, spend the day with Adam just fills me with joy. I'm sad that, you know, I couldn't spend it with Remy and Adam. Remy was in school, and it just kind of is what it is. And I hope you can hear me over the air. But I feel like today is a good day. And if the day is not even over, so I'll probably spend the rest of the day playing on The Sims or watching a movie. You know, today is definitely a day where I do not care about calories. But it's so funny because I'm pretty sure I got my steps in today. So, a win is a win. A win is a win. Being able to drag Adam along is just like so precious throughout all of this. Like, I'll always remember this birthday. I feel like this was a good birthday. I don't need to do something big and huge. Didn't have bread. Adam didn't really have much of a tantrum. He had a little something with the mom. Tablet guy. But so I just wasted my time coming way to a different town to a Sephora with no birthday freebies. Like, I could have stayed at home. I was like, we're gonna commit to the bet and we're gonna try this different location. I should have probably called in advance. I really, really should have. I wonder if the one at North Park Mall, if they have any there. I will probably be willing to call and see, but to be honest with you, who trying to drive way to North Park Mall just to get a birthday thing? However, it does last till the end of May, so maybe, you know, me and Adam will go out just naturally to North Park, and if they have anything there, then, you know, we can get that while we're out. But I'm not making the effort to go out there today. Like, it's just not worth it. I already published my TikTok video at this point, so it really wouldn't be worth it for me to even do that, I really just want to go home. I have my salad that I can finish and my cake I can finish, and honestly just kind of chill anyway. And yeah, because I don't know, like I really should have called, but sometimes I don't like doing stuff like that, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to say. But it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what can you do? You know, like it's not. But I think more than anything, I'm the fool for not calling in advance, and I feel like, you know, now I would. However, still has been a great day. It's hot as heck, but I think the heat is kind of going down a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just gonna go home because, like, you know, Renee took the kids, so that allows me to have time with myself for the rest of the day, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, I really don't know why people are driving so fast and so crazy over here. Like, I'm driving fast myself, but like people are in a huge hurry for what? But yeah, I went to a different part of town that I never go to. I never go to this part of town just to try to go to Sephora, because it was like, oh, it's only 20 minutes away from my house. Okay. But there was a few minor inconveniences today, but what can you do when you're getting stuff, when you're trying to get stuff for free? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never got my free movie either, but you know, I did get a lot of things. There were a lot of things I was able to get, and you can't expect there to not be any issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just life. Everything isn't going to always work out, you know? So, yeah, there's that. Okay, so while I'm on my way home, I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone, and I thought I would make a video about my birthday and things I've learned at the age of 29. 29 things I learned at the age of 29, but it may not be 29 things, but I'm just going to try to say some life lessons that if I could tell my 18-year-old self or 20-year-old self maybe some advice or just some things about where I am in life and how I'm doing. Of course, here's the thing. I like to say that I don't like to give advice because I'm not in a place where that's admired, I guess you could say. For example, like, you don't take advice on how to make $1 million from someone who's not a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wish I could be sitting here really successful and sit here and tell you tips on being successful, but the thing about it is, and the thing I am also coming to realization, learning this and that, is that even if you're not really successful in life, you still have wisdom, and there's more to life than money and success. You know, like, I feel like that's a huge, like, American thing anyway. Like, everybody's trying to be successful, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the meaning of life is to find happiness in the simple things. And I have really come to terms with that, just being happy with what you are able to get into your hands, and be grateful with what you have, because even that, you know, you have more than what you probably realize you have. Because if you suddenly did not have something, you would realize how grateful you should have been, or you will realize how good you had it when you had it. So for example, you know, I didn't have a car for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I just got a car that I bought back in December. And all my life I've had a car since I was 18. So with me not having a car for 2 years, you know, having a car has always just kind of been like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care, whatever, you know? But since I don't know what I'm trying to say. When I didn't have any cars, things, and your mind is sharp. And you know, let's not feel bad about the youth that is gone, and let's celebrate the youth that is still there. You know? Next, I am not afraid of getting older. I think especially as a woman, it can be easy to put pressure on women to feel bad about getting older because society praises youth. Once again, society praises, especially in women, youth and beauty and things like that. Those are things that are like really important in society for some reason. I think it's pretty stupid, to be honest with you. I think we all can agree on that as women, for the most part. Like, the whole society putting pressure on young women is just overrated and just not it, you know. But I can understand it. However, as an aging woman myself, and any woman in this world, you know what I'm saying, we all are getting older. Listen, I've been 18 before, I've been 20 before, 21. I've had my time. Anytime I do see younger women, it doesn't bother me or it doesn't do anything for me because it's their time. You know what I'm saying? And then they will get older too, and it rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I see young little girls, and one day they will have their time, and then it will be rinse and repeat. You know, that's just the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? I always think about, there's no need to feel jealous of a younger woman when they're gonna get old themselves. Like, they may not be old at the moment, but their time will come. And God willing, actually, you hopefully you do live to be old. Actually, I want to live to be old. If you're that vain, where you care so much about youth and beauty that you do not want to live to be 30 or something like that, you need help. You've got some serious issues, okay? Because life is beautiful, and there's so much more to life than the way that you look. There's so much more to life than beauty and youth and things like that. Life is about adventure. It's about family. It's about building skills, experiences, connections, spirituality. Like, there's so much about life, and there's so much that you're limited to in just 30 years. I'm sorry, my head started hurting a little bit. And, you know, going back to the health thing, like, I have been experiencing some minor health weird things. I really need to get checked. Like, seriously, I really need to get my health checked because I do feel different. I can feel a difference in my body that I do need to get checked out. Like, I'm so serious, you know. I won't go into full details, but, you know, that's another thing I will say. Appreciate having a body with no issues. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your youth, because you will, listen, your metabolism will slow down. Let's start there. I am fighting for my life to lose weight. It is an ongoing battle because I love food. I mean, that's really, at the end of the day, the hardest thing for me when it comes to losing weight. I know how to lose weight. I've lost some weight, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me to continue to lose weight. There's more weight that I need to lose. It's hard for me to continue because I love food so much. I be working out all the time, but I love food. And sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's just the fact that I will be fasting. I'll be on a calorie deficit, but I'll have like a few chips or something. Like, I'll have I'll have one ice cream bar or something, and I'll slip up and it'll just ruin all my progress. I'll be so good all day, worked out, cooked a meal with good proportions, fasted for the entire day, and then like I eat like a few of my kids' Doritos because they're snacking, and then I don't lose anything. And I can't tell you how many times that happens. That's why losing weight is so hard. It's because any little any little extra that's outside of your calorie deficit and you ain't losing weight. And it's really, really frustrating. And you're sitting here like, I literally starved yesterday. Basically, I dang near starved, and the scale ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? And I have to dang near starve, and I don't want to really like promote this, you know what I'm saying? But that is how I've been able to lose weight. It's just basically by fasting for the most part, you know, 1 meal a day type of, which I'll do a whole video about it. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is I used to be naturally skinny, like a lot skinnier, and I used to just could eat whatever I wanted to eat, and it was I never had to think about it. I never had to think about getting physical activity or anything like that. Meanwhile, somewhere from the age 26 to 27, even 28, I gained a ton of weight. I gained, honestly, from my smallest, I was maybe 154. I remember 150 or 145 being my smallest. And mind you, I am 6'3", so 143 on me looks so much different on someone who's like 5'2". You know what I'm saying? So that was like my skinniest in high school. You know what I'm saying? But progressively, over time, I started gaining more and more weight until I ended up being 260. You know what I'm saying? 261 was my biggest, but it's like I just slowly gained 100 pounds in that time span. And at that point, at that time, I was like, okay, this is too big for me. I'm comfortable being this big. Like, let's lose some weight. Okay, I proceeded to lose 30 pounds, and it's really hard for me to continue losing weight. You know, I'm really trying to continue, but it's really hard. I want to lose 30 more pounds. I'm proud of what I have been able to do, but unfortunately, like, I still have a ways to go before I really feel happy about that. So I guess all I'm really trying to say ultimately is your metabolism does indeed slow down. And one day you will be fighting for your life to become fit. And then again, I'm not even caring to be super skinny. I just want to lose a little bit more, you know. And I do think I look fine now, honestly, I do. But I know that I not only need to, want to, like, it will just make me happier. Plus, it is just healthier for me to lose more weight. I used to be obese, according to my BMI, and I lost 30 pounds, and I'm still overweight. You know what I'm saying? You lose all this weight only to still be overweight, you know? So, ultimately, I don't know what to say about that, actually. Like, it just kind of sucks to get older and have your metabolism slow down and having to fight to, you eat one bite of something and you blow up like a balloon. Meanwhile, back in the day, you used to just inhale things and nothing would ever happen to you. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. I need to take a minute to talk about God, and I have become closer to God. I feel like when I was about 18, I definitely like distanced myself from God, but over the years, I have found God again and became close to God in my own way and with my own connection. I do go to church. Like, slowly I've been doing more and more, right? I decided to go to church again, join the church, got baptized, joined the dance ministry, and here we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, knee deep into the church. Have friends, acquaintances, not really friends, but people who care about me, I guess, and this and that. And I don't know. I do think that maybe there is another church home out there for me, but for now, I will say that, you know, we're here, and I still want to make it a mission to read the entire Bible. I've only been reading some. I mean, of course I know the Bible, but I really truly want to sit down and actually read the Bible. But I think that some of my issue is that I don't really read books in general, so it's very hard for me to make the time to sit down and read and to actually be entertained, like, and not like either zone out or like, you know what I'm saying, or not be consistent with it or whatever. I don't really know what I'm trying to say with that, but ultimately, I become closer with my faith, and that's all I want to say about that for now. Once again, maybe I'll make another video about it. The next thing I do want to talk about is I've developed anxiety over the years. So now I have anxiety. I didn't used to have anxiety, but I do actually have anxiety. And I know it's easy for people to just self-diagnose themselves and just be like, I have this and I have that, but I actually do have anxiety. I actually have been prescribed some prescription medication for anxiety, and I chose not to take it. I took it once. I didn't like the way it made me feel, and I chose to not continue with it because ultimately I can just deal with this on my own. Like, I'm not going to take something that makes me feel not like myself, which will probably cause me to have even more anxiety anyway. So, you know, I went through a really scary situation on an airplane that the internet laughed at and thought it was a joke, but of course they didn't see the worst part. They only saw something, and, you know, so therefore, you know, I don't know. But ultimately what I'm really trying to say is I had a really scary experience on an airplane, and I really don't even want to talk about it even now because it's triggering, and it kind of affected the way that I feel about traveling. Like, it really kind of changed my brain chemistry when I think about traveling, and I hate that I experienced that because traveling has always been something very exciting to me. And you could say, if you had $1 million right now, what would you do? I would say I would pick up everything and just travel. You know what I'm saying? Just travel the world. But my fear of flying is up here. It's kind of been increasing over the years, which is crazy because when I was a kid, I've been flying since I was a baby, and I've always loved being at the airport. I always loved being on an airplane and looking outside at the clouds. I always had amazing experiences on planes, but I already was starting to develop flight anxiety because I have anxiety anyway. But then that moment happened where I literally thought I was gonna die, and it really makes me rethink the way that I feel about traveling and flying and things like that. I don't think I'll just never fly ever again. I do want to overcome my fears and get on a plane again. It's just that I'm not rushing to do that right now. So I do hope that I can overcome my fear of flying, and I can have a good experiences on a plane again, because like I think I'll always kind of have that in the back of my mind, that experience, and it will shake me up a bit, and I just don't really like that. But I don't know. Anyway, the next thing I want to get into, let's get into something positive. Let's talk about, I don't have any friends or family like that. I mean, yes, I do. I have one best friend, and I do have my mom and grandma and my baby daddy and his family and whatever. But truth be told, when you think about friends and family, you think of someone who has a really good friend group or someone who has a really big family, or, you know. So for example, birthdays and holidays sometimes are really triggering, especially like Christmas or New Year's or things like that, because a lot of times, like, it's not, you know. But to be completely honest with you, I'm at the point in my age where I don't really let it bother me so much anymore, because ultimately, like, this isn't anything new anymore. It used to bother me more than it does now. Now it really doesn't bother me. I don't mind just being by myself or being with my kids. Even today for my birthday, I was basically by myself and with my son, and no one got me anything. 2 people said happy birthday to me through text, so thank you for that. I do appreciate that, but no one got me anything, or no one wanted to do anything with me or anything like that. And I always do things for other people's birthdays. I go and spend my own money that I don't even have, trying to go to someone's birthday trip because someone wants to plan a birthday for their trip. So I try to participate in that, or like birthday dinners and I have to pay my own way and sometimes that's triggering. Other people throw birthday things and I'm not only going but having to pay my way. Meanwhile, my birthday rolls around, and it's like maybe a birthday text, and it's stuff like that that definitely does make you like irritated, not gonna lie. But once again, that's why I just rather be by myself for my birthday, because I can't disappoint myself, and I already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, when it comes to stuff like this, you really have to do what you can do to make yourself happy. You can't rely on other people to make you happy. I angled the camera down because I'm driving in my neighborhood, but yeah, truly, you cannot rely on other people to make you happy. You have to find that within yourself. You'll be so much happier and so way better off in life when you can find happiness and peace within yourself. Because other people will disappoint you, other people will throw the vibes off, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I feel like even if I did have people in my life to celebrate my birthday, I feel like somebody would have an attitude, or there would be something that would bother me, and I would just be like, you know what, that's why I don't like being around people for my birthday. So maybe it's this way for a reason, you know? Maybe it's because I don't tolerate certain behavior, you know, around me and whatever. So I just cut people out of my life because I've been disappointed by people time and time again, and so on and so forth. And I'm just ready to do me in a way. The thing is, I don't like when people say happy birthday just because I reminded them, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, people will say happy birthday, but it's only because I said it was my birthday. I posted it was my birthday. You know, I kind of don't like that vibe when I post that it's my birthday, and then all of a sudden you're getting happy birthdays, and it's just like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? Who cares? And whatever. You know, fun fact, it's Naomi Campbell's birthday too. Even though Naomi Campbell is apparently not a good person. Whatever. But anyway, I just feel like the people who really care about me should know about when my birthday is, and you know, this and that. But all I'm trying to say is, you need to, when it comes to things like this, and if you want it to be special, and if you want to feel good about yourself, you need to just plan something and have a good day regardless, because you cannot wait around for other people to do something for you or plan something for you or make you feel happy. Like, I'm so past and beyond that as you can see, if you see in my other video or whatever, I took the initiative upon myself and I did things that I enjoy for my birthday, and that's that. I'm not gonna sit here and like feel disappointed because people didn't do what I thought that they were gonna do, because this is just every day. Like, this is the usual, you know. So next I wanted to touch back on success for a second time or whatever. Once again, I'm not successful, wildly successful. I still live with my parents, for goodness sake, you know. Like, I am not necessarily where I would want to be in life. I mean, there's some aspects of my life that I do like, and there's other aspects that I don't. Like, for example, me living with my family, like, I'm not in love with still being here. However, I do hope for that to change in the near future. However, the positives, you can look at just the fact that, hey, I haven't had to pay bills for all these years, you know. Like, I guess that's a good thing, even though I don't really look at it that way. I actually want to do that. I want to pay bills. I want to feel what other people feel when they're stressed out about how I'm gonna come up with rent. Like, I know that sounds funny, but I'd rather have those problems than have the problem of live with your parents and like being in a toxic environment from time to time and not having your own and not being truly independent and things like that. However, the thing I had to tell myself is like life still goes on and life is still good even when life isn't going the way you want it to go. Even if you're going through things, you have to, here's the thing, allow yourself to feel upset, you know, because when something's upsetting you, you can't just sit here and be like, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to be happy. Like, that's not realistic. However, allow yourself to be upset, but don't dwell on it either. Don't dwell on it because that's unhealthy. Find outlets, find healthy outlets to deal with stress. Find healthy outlets to deal with when you are going through something, because the thing is, this too shall pass. So, you know, you guys know most recently I was let go from a certain position, and like my manager didn't want me to work with him anymore, and that kind of bothered me a little bit, but at the same time I was kind of relieved. But the thing is, who cares? Like, this, who cares? You know, you get fired from something, or I can't work I was let go from my good job that I had. But it's just like certain things, you just let yourself be upset, but move on. And time makes things better. You know, over time, you will feel better about it. You will forget about it. You'll be on to the next thing. And I love that. I love that eventually you just forget about things, or things don't affect you as much. And I love that. I love the feeling of moving on, you know, because it sucks to be upset in a nutshell. But one thing that I will say is a good thing that I have been doing throughout my 20s is I try my best to surround myself with happy things that make me happy the best that I can. So for example, playing The Sims, or even if it's just sitting outside. So here's the thing, let's talk about this. I really do want to say that you'd be surprised how much your mental health would improve if you work out, you know, at least like 3 to 5 times a week. If you actually sat outside from time to time and got out the house, even just sitting on your porch, you know what I'm saying, and just feel the sun, look at the sky, this and that, like truly just engulf nature. If you clean up your space, you know what I'm saying, clean up regularly, you know, have good hygiene, eat whole, healthy foods. It doesn't have to be all the time, but eat healthy from time, you know, at least half the time, and you're not filling yourself with junk food and processed food all the time. When you're not doing drugs, smoking and drinking, you know what I'm saying, when you're not consuming porn or just really disturbing content, you know, when you're not consuming content that's sad and depressing and negative all the time. So when you do these things, when you work on self-improvement, I'm not saying your depression is going to be cured, but what I am saying is you'd be surprised how better you will feel about yourself if you do some of those things that I mentioned. Because even myself, I can see an improvement with myself with incorporating these things in my life. You know, it's not an overnight thing, and you're not just going to wake up happy. And a lot of times I have to press my way to do certain things, but I know I'm doing it for a reason, because I know it's healthy and good for me. And this is the reason why I'm not in a deep depression. Sometimes people, especially over the internet or whatever, they'll kind of come to me and be like, you're so strong, or like, I don't know. I guess what I'm really trying to get is like, I guess people think that I should be depressed about my situation because I'm a single mom with 2 kids, live with my family. Like, you should be in a dark place. Like, you should be depressed, and you should be like, you know what I'm saying? That would make me like just super, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not really super depressed because I do these things that I just mentioned. I don't smoke and I don't drink. I go to church regularly. I exercise all the time. I clean up. I have good hygiene. I do things that I enjoy. I will have a little bit of a treat myself kind of thing from time to time. I consume content that is positive. I do things that I enjoy, so that makes life worth living for me. I have my family around me, like, once again, there's this huge smear campaign on children these days, and I hope that changes. I'm not trying to recommend for people to have children or anything, but I just feel like there's this huge like negativity towards children right now, and it's like, it wasn't this way when I grew up. If anything, people valued families and children and things like that. That's why I'm like hoping that changes someday, because I just feel like they're trying to make people who have children feel bad about themselves. And you're not going to gaslight me into hating being a mom. You're not going to gaslight me into hating my kids. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to gaslight me into hating kids, period. Because there's people always complaining about children. That's why I'm not going to have kids, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, people always sitting here saying like, everybody's trying to force me to have kids. Baby, I promise you, nobody's forcing you to have kids. If anything, it's the opposite. Everybody is inspiring other people to not have kids. I feel like if I was like maybe 18 today, you know what I'm saying, I would not want to have kids myself, because everybody else doesn't want to have kids. Like, everybody is talking so down upon children, and I get some of it. I can understand, don't get me wrong, I can understand where people are coming from, but at the same time, it's such a smear campaign against kids. Like, it's just crazy. And maybe someday I will make a video about it, because I don't want this video to be all about that. But I guess all I was really trying to say was, in a time where I have like literally nobody, I was able to spend time with my son today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just adore things like that. Like, when I have literally nobody to spend my birthday with, I was able to spend my birthday with my son, and that meant everything to me. And I always remind myself how I am happy that I had my children. You know what I'm saying? Is life easy because of my children? No. Is it difficult from time to time? Yes. But any parent can say that. You know what I'm saying? And as they grow up and so on and so forth, I hope that we continue to have a good relationship. I try my best to work on building a good relationship with my kids, because I do want to have a good relationship with them as they are grown themselves. And ultimately, having children is probably one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. Once again, did it make my life easier, or is it difficult from time to time? Are there times where it's really hard and frustrating? Yes, but I say that with my chest, and that's how I feel. I'm not trying to convince anybody to have kids or anything. I'm not. I'm just saying, for me in my life, having kids was the best decision I ever made, because I'm not lonely. I feel like if I didn't have kids, I would be quite lonely, because I always mention how I don't have friends, I don't have family. I wouldn't have like literally nobody. I try. You know what I'm saying? I try to go to church and make friends. I try to post myself on social media. I try to put myself out there. I try to go out in society. And it's so difficult to make friends. That's another video topic we'll get into someday. But if nothing else, I have my kids, my family in that regard. And I love it. And I think, it's just reasons like that where I'm like, I love being a mom. And yeah, what else? I don't know. I mean, there's so many things I really could talk about. I do want to be successful someday. I mean, I say how it's okay that I'm not, and you still have to find joy in your life regardless, because your life cannot be on pause trying to be successful only for it to maybe not work out anyway. And sometimes I really think to myself, I don't think everybody's meant to be successful. I don't think everybody's meant to be rich. And I fear that I'm one of those people. Despite trying, I'll never give up. I'll always try in one way or another. The risk of how much a person can try as they get older decreases or increases, or I don't know. However, I still feel like you can always try to chase your dreams, you know. However, only 1% of the world is rich for a reason. Only 1% of America is rich for a reason. Everybody can't be rich. Everybody can't be successful. And I do think that a lot of people really try. Success comes easy to some people, and for some it comes difficult, but at least they still can get it. And then some people just never make it. They try and try, and they just try and never make it ever, and they just die trying. You know what I'm saying? My dad was one of those people. I'm not going to go into details, but I've seen with my very eyes someone dying trying to be successful, spending their entire life trying to be successful, and it never happening. So I do feel like success, unfortunately, is not meant for everybody. However, if you can find peace with what you are able to achieve, then that is worth something. Because at the end of the day, even if you do make a lot of money in your life, it doesn't matter when it comes to the afterlife. You don't know how long you're going to live and enjoy your wealth. And even if you do live a long life, you know, like, you can't take that with you through to the afterlife. So what really matters is, but ultimately, I do want to be successful someday. I do. I try. I try. I work on things, and we'll just take it from there. I hope that maybe someday I am able to achieve it. I hope I'm able to achieve it while my mom and grandma are still alive. But once again, I don't know, and I'm not going to be depressed because I'm not successful. And I've allowed that to happen for too long in my life. But that's okay, because that's all I knew at the time. But now I know better, and I'm not going to be depressed because I'm not successful. I can find happiness with what I am able to do. Would I have loved to spend my birthday sitting on a yacht in Saint Tropez, or and just, I don't know, sitting on a beach? Yeah, you know, that's what real success looks like to me. But, you know, ultimately, I have found joy in what I have been able to achieve, and that means something to me. So yeah, I think I probably will end the video here for now, unless I can think of something else to say, because I want to do something else now. I don't want to keep talking. But, you know, I want to just continue building skills. I want to look back on my life 5 or 10 years from now and just hope that I'm in a better place. I hope that I learn more, develop better skills, and just become a better person in general. And as I see my kids grow and things like that, I could care less about finding love or finding friends. If that happens, then it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I feel like it is probably something you would probably have to put effort into, but I feel like even when you try to put effort, it's difficult and nothing really comes of it anyway. So honestly, more than anything, I just want to find peace within myself. And yeah, so once again, if I think of something else, we'll add to this, but I think I'm just gonna end this here. And yeah, so yeah, I did think of something else. I was gonna talk about social media for a bit, and how I really have such a terrible relationship with social media, because over the years of trying to make social media work, and in some way or others, social media ultimately is dealing with people. And maybe I should just get the hint that I'm not good with people. I never really have been good with people to begin with, and I also just feel like I'm still not. And so I feel in my heart that the people who are truly good at social media are the people who are good with people. Can we just be honest when it comes to that as well? The people who are able to naturally do well on social media, like, it was never a struggle for them to grow and to become something. Like, they always try to throw out advice and like, just post. And it really irritates me. I do want to make a whole video about that someday as well. But to kind of sort of like touch on it just a little bit, it's come to the point where there's some social media influencers that I've had to completely block. But once again, I think I will elaborate on this in another video. I don't want to talk about this in my birthday post, whatever. But I guess everybody feels like everybody can make it on social media, and that is not true. It is just not. You have to be good with people. And what I mean by good with people, you have to somehow be able to connect with people to begin with, for people to like you and want to follow you and subscribe to you. People subscribe or follow you because they like you. You know what I'm saying? Even the haters, they like you. You know? So ultimately, people gravitate towards you. And obviously the people who are typically good with social media are young, attractive, either white or light skinned or something like that. And I'm not saying that black women can't make it. It is a little bit difficult for us, but we can, and a lot of us do make it. But you know, a lot of times we're kind of like in a box anyway. Like we either do hair content or makeup content or something like that, or you have to be like a comedian or something like that. Like you can't really just be a general lifestyle vlogger. You know, like, I don't know. Once again, you know, and even just my own personal experience with social media over the years, I have had just such a horrible relationship with social media. Still do. And I wonder if maybe I should get the hint of maybe I should really just take a break, hiatus, just really like distance myself from social media. Like really, I really kind of be feeling like maybe I should just take the hint and just like not pursue it. You know what I'm saying? Just not even pursue it anymore, because it's clearly after 10 years of trying to pursue something that you're not seeing any type of progress with is, you know, probably not. And I know maybe the problem is me. I get it. I get that the problem is me. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to connect with people. I don't know. Nobody really gives advice on that. They always say, you need to post consistently, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. But how about you give advice on how to connect with people? Well, you either have it or you don't. Well, there you go. Just tell the truth. You are a people person, you know what I'm saying? And people gravitate towards you and your personality and blah, 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 blah. But there's a lot of people who are just very average and just are not able to connect with people. And I don't really think that there's anything particularly wrong with me. I do feel that I haven't found my people yet, or that I do feel like I think that I have the potential of people actually liking me, but it's just I'm under the radar. And I don't know, not only that, but I do look at other creators, like big creators at times, and I do think that even as a big creator, there are struggles to stay relevant, to keep the views going, because that's your money. I can only imagine if your full-time source of income is social media, how stressful that might be if you are not pulling in the amount of views that you used to, or you need to. And sometimes I think about that with some people who are like doing really well. I'm like, we'll see where you are in like 5 years. Like, you gonna be down bad just like everybody else, begging on TikTok live, or just, I don't know. But, you know, so I do think that maybe there is like perspective in that, you know, like you wish to be a big content creator, but every content creator has their mountaintop, has their high, and then it gets to a point to where it decreases, it drops off, people aren't really interested anymore, and people move on, you know. So at least maybe I would say I'm not going through that, because I do think that would definitely happen to me if I was able to become a social media influencer, like for real, and actually like get 1 million followers. I think I would not be able to maintain that for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I really have something that people are interested in and I can rinse and repeat. But I think that even if that did happen to me, I would not know how to keep people's attention for years. And I can only imagine how stressful that is. So I don't know. I mean, but I just wanted to kind of mention that, yeah, you know, like, social media is not really a good place for me either, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's better for me just as a watcher. I watch people, but at the content I've always posted, people always act funny. Like, even the friends never made any solid real friends, but you know, the friends you make on social media, even that is just like extremely annoying sometimes, because people just be acting really funny. Like, I thought we were gonna be supporting each other's content, but then like people don't want to like your stuff. And I try to extend that. I try to like people's posts, and I try to, you know, do that. But when it comes to the opposite, when it comes for me, I guess it's nothing. And this is a big reason why I don't even post on my main Instagram, or why I've completely fallen out of love with Instagram in general. Like, I think a lot of people probably feel that way too. People are quick to watch your stories, which shows me that, wow, mad people are viewing my content. People actually be watching my stuff, like, say on Instagram, for example, like old friends, old coworkers, or old people I have met through social media. Like, people are so quick to watch your stuff. But when it comes to you posting something and likes, you'll get like 2 likes. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not posting over here no more. Y'all don't even deserve like me posting anymore, because like, what the hell? Like, it gets to you. It really does. I'm not gonna, and I'm being very nice about this, because I know some people who would completely go off on about that. Like, y'all fake as heck. And you know what I'm saying? That would really like go bad on people. But I just personally gracefully decided to not even post on there no more, and that should tell everything you need to know. Like, I would love to post on my main Instagram again, just like with this YouTube channel, post on it all the time, but people are so fake over there. I can't deal with it no more. Like, it used to really bother me really bad, but I've gotten over it because I don't post over there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Since I've distanced myself from that, I found peace again, and I'm happy again. And you know, like, I'm not gonna let something as trivial, something like that, like make me depressed or drag me down. Like, I'm just going to not do it no more, you know? So it sucks, because it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah.